Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, Balance Living Consulting. My name is Coach Ifi. I'm your stress management, work-life balance coach. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Today our topic is shouting moms and stress. So if you are a man and you are watching this, please don't leave. You can watch. I'm sure you have a wife, a sister, someone around you, a colleague that is a mom that you can share this video with, or share what you gained from this video with. You understand? So, and we also have shouting dads, but I can relate better to a shouting mom. I would say I am not an average shouting mom. What will I call it? I would put myself as under the average, but the truth is I still find myself shouting to my kids and many women. So if you're a woman there, you are always shouting on your kids, you're always yelling at your kids, you are not alone. So many women, they do it, and there are some wrong thinking behind it. Some women will say, I would shout as long as I'm not beating that child. The truth is, we can be beating up our children emotionally, although we are not abusing them with our words, but we are shouting something down in them. There is a place of shouting. There is a place of raising up your voice, and that is the place of danger. Hey, stop it! Something wants to fall down, then that child knows immediately they has to stop. So when we are shouting, we should shout in a place of danger, in a place whereby something needs to be corrected at that time, or something very bad will go on. You understand? That is the place of shouting. But not that we come home, things are not done, a child is taking so long to put on their clothes. At every beck and call, we shout. If I ask you to do a protocol, every time you shout, you write it down. I am sure you will not even recognize the times you are shouting because you are used to it. Another disclaimer I will put is that Africans, our voice is naturally loud. There are times whereby I'll be talking to my child or my children, we're just gisting or talking about something, and all of a sudden I will hear them say to me, Mommy, calm down. I'll say, what do you mean by calm down? What is the problem? She said, you are shouting. I said, huh? I didn't even know I was shouting. We're just gisting. You understand? So that is also a part that we have to learn, that as Africans, our voices are loud. Or some European countries, they're very temperamental, So with that temperament comes also a loud voice, even when you don't mean it. But we need to consciously watch the tone of our voice. So, what do we do about shouting? What do we do about shouting? Why do moms shout? That's the first thing. Why do moms shout? Because why I shout will be different from why you shout to your child, And when we say child stands from 0 to 18 years or above that. You understand? So mothers in particularly shout because they are stressed, because they are overwhelmed. You're going to wake up on time, you're going to take your child to school, then you have to cook, then you have to make this plan, you have to do this. Maybe you're also going to work full-time or part-time, or working from home, or you have your own business. You're already stressed. You're already overwhelmed. You understand? You're already on fire. So anyone that comes close to you gets burnt. So I can understand that it's not really easy to be a mom. It's a rewarding career mission, but it's a very challenging one. And when you are stressed, it makes you to be easily irritated. It's just like a couple. You see a couple, and at the end of the day, you see just a little thing makes them to have a big problem. But the truth about the thing is that it's not that little thing that caused that problem. There have been other things that have been piling up. It's only that little thing that just broke the ice. That's the same thing with a mom that is under stress, with a mom that is overwhelmed. You are just totally overwhelmed, and makes you to shout at each instance. Your child is calling your name. Why are you calling my name? What now? You just shout. And you're not shouting because they are far away. You're not shouting because you're stressed, you're overwhelmed. So you have to check yourself. If you are stressed, if you are overwhelmed, you have to find stress management techniques that you can use to calm down yourself. Number 2, when you feel ignored, when you feel disrespected. For me, most of the time when I shout is when I feel ignored. I'll use that word because I will say, I thank God my kids don't talk back at me. They are not disrespectful, but I feel ignored because I woke you up, or I told you do ABC before I come back, and I come back, ABC is not done. You had enough time. There's everything was available for you to do it, and you did not do it. I feel ignored, and I raise up my voice. You understand? And I raise up my voice, and it's so sad. Sometimes I will tell you the truth, because take a scenario. I come from work. I go into the kitchen maybe to drop something, or maybe I said when I come back from work, I want the kitchen to be clean so that I start cooking. And you just open the kitchen and it's just exactly, a bit worse than what you left it. And the child is coming to you and the child is talking, and mommy, you know what happened today? So excited. And all of a sudden you said, hey, wait, stop. Didn't I tell you to do the kitchen? Why is the kitchen not done? You finish your shout. Then you now ask, okay, what did you wanted to say to me? And your child will tell you, don't worry. That is sad. I've missed out of a special moment with my child. My child has missed out from a special moment they wanted to share with me. I'm not telling you not to handle those situations when they go wrong, but I'm telling us as parents, us as mom, to handle it better. So when we feel ignored, we'll get off. We'll just go crazy, if I have to use that word. Or when our kids talk back at us, how dare you? Do you know I'm your mom? Do you know I'm your parents? How dare you talk back to me? So makes us as an authority figure to raise up our voice when we feel our position is threatened or not well recognized, when we feel ignored, when we feel disrespected. Part of the stress moms undergo is lack of sleep. We see moms that are the last people to go to bed, that are the first to get up in the morning, so they are under stress. So lack of sleep is something that really stresses out moms. You really need to take out time to sleep, to rest. Another thing, I don't know that you have heard of a lineage of yellers. That's what they call it. Your grandmom was used to shouting to your mom doesn't know any better, shouts on you. You don't know any better, you shout on your child. That is what you know. You understand? So they call them a lineage of yellers. You grew up not knowing it as a problem. It's for you not a problem. I tell you something that was for me not a problem until it dawned on me because of the environment I am. I've said it before in one of my videos, in case for those of you that didn't get it. When my kids were younger, and I don't know, maybe my mom said it to me, but it's just they're most Africans right now, my African viewers, we say it to our kids. When my child is about to go to the school, to the kindergarten that time, I'll tell them, if you like, lost your bag, if you like, spoil your clothes, if you like, this kind of words. and your child will say, okay ma, that means they understand. My kids are born here in Germany, but they understand the language already. All of a sudden, there was a day somebody else, a German child, was among my kids, and I was speaking this way. I realized all of a sudden that, what kind of language is this? Why can I not tell my child, "Hi dear, take care of your bag, be careful of your things so that they don't get spoiled, have a great day"? Is that not a better way? So some things you just do, not because you are unaware that is a bad thing, or you are unaware that there's something better. You understand? The day I realized that me shouting was wrong, it was like, when my colleagues or my close circles, when they tell me, Ify, how can you always keep your cool in situations here? You keep your cool, you don't shout and everything like that. I keep telling them, oh, thank you for the compliment, but ask my kids that I can shout. You understand? And I leave it at there. I just take it as, I shout on my kids, it's finished. But no, must not be. It must not be. So that is the behavior that was modeled to you. That is the lineage that you inherited. You see your mom shouting, it's normal to shout on your kids. There's a better way. So these behaviors, how can we, there might be some other ones. Disobedience is one. Maybe you ask your child to do something and your child says no, I won't do it. You understand? And as a mother, you say, what did you just say? So disobedience is one, and we'll talk about how you can handle that also. How can you as a mom change this thing? But we're talking about you as a mom. Like I keep saying, your kids, they want an healthy mom, a mom that will stay long for them. Forget what they are doing. Some kids will tell their mom, oh, I ate you. They are just kids and they are in anger at that time. You understand? So your kids want you to be there for a longer time. So you need to be healthy. So how can you overcome this shouting mom syndrome, I call it? One, just like we teach in stress management, identify what triggers you to shout. What makes you to shout? Why do you shout? What makes you to shout? Like for me, I tell you, when I come back and I've said something over and over again, it makes me to shout. You understand? Some people is when the child or the children are not fast enough, it makes them to shout. So you also have to know, is it the child himself that is your trigger, or what the child does? And that is what we need generally in life, in dealing with people and situations. We need to identify or separate the person and what the person did. We need to. My children are good children that did bad or a wrong thing. Do you know who a bad child is? A bad child to you is a child that really sits down and plans to hurt you, to really give it to you. But those kids, they are just kids. I tell you something. The Bible said, train up a child in the way he should go. And when they are old, when are they going to be old? 18. Let's take it 18. Let's take it 21 in some countries. So your work, my work, is to train up that child till 18. That means that child that you are shouting on, that you are telling 100 times you've not done this, you need to continue to tell them, but maybe in a different way. But Bible asks us to train up a child in the way they should go. And they have 18 years. Hey mom, you are a trainer. You are a coach for that your child. You are a mentor for that your child for 18 years. They have to train. And to train, you need patience. You need a tactics. You need strategies. You need a system. If one system is not working, you bring out the other system. You understand? And since they are not in a military zone whereby you have to tell them, hey, move, come, stop, then you need another plan. Then we need another plan. Then we need another plan. So if you notice your triggers, you know what triggers you, and like I said before, you are going through this circle, it's always triggering you, then if you need another outcome, you have to do something different. You have to put another system in place. You have to change the plan, go back to the drawing board and say, okay, what can I do different so that this same thing will not be happening? If you're always getting angry and shout on your kids because in the morning they don't get ready on time, so maybe you need to wake them up 30 minutes earlier, or you need to wake up yourself up 30 minutes earlier and help them. Maybe you are telling them quietly in a low tone, or you are helping them to do those things. Help them to do those things. Then you sit, you tell them to do it, but they need the time. So maybe you need to change your timing so that you are not going having a short time, so that you have enough time. And if you have enough time, you don't shout. Even your grown-up or your older kids that you don't have to wear those things for, but sometimes they wake up, they are lazy or they are slow. So you wake up, when you finish yourself, you go and wait for them in their room, and I'll be waiting for them. You see that you just waiting for them is to make them to start doing fast, and for one child to the other child is different. That's what I have 3 children and they are all different. You understand? So that's one. Identify your triggers. Know what your triggers is. If you know what your trigger is, you will know what to put in place for a better reaction. Practice mindfulness. Tips for stress management are needed in this situation. We have what they call deep breathing. When you are just annoyed, when you know that annoyance is coming, you just get into the kitchen, and although you have asked them 100 times to do something, breathe. When you breathe, or when you count from 10 to 1, you are giving yourself another option. You are telling yourself, think, what else can you do apart from shouting right now? Take a pause, a break, and learn to respond instead of react. You can, instead of me shout, did I not ask you to do this kitchen? You can say, call the child's name. Can you come to the kitchen? The kitchen is not done. Why is the kitchen not done? They can, mommy, I forgot. Oh my God, I forgot. Okay, please do it now. Then the child will do it that time. That time is not the time for discussion. Sometimes, no matter how angry you are, I know, I get angry. I want to give an history, a lesson in that time. But the truth is that sometimes you just let it slip. Put all those things together, and on a good day, discuss it with them. You don't have to always. My kids say something. Say, Mama, sometimes when we watch film with you, the film we are watching becomes a life lesson. So sometimes when I watch film with them, I have to just keep my mouth shut. So sometimes when things like that happen, just let it slide. But what I would say, please learn to work on first time disobedience. Learn to deal with it. When you say, if you don't get this thing done, this will happen, please let that thing happen, or don't talk that way. You don't say, if you don't do this thing, I'll take this in away. The person will do it 3 times and not taking it away. Then don't make that statement. You're only causing stress for yourself. Don't make that statement. First of all, put appropriate punishment or appropriate consequences. I prefer that word. Put appropriate consequences when a child disobeys or does something wrong. You understand? And please go through with it. Go through with it. Improve communication. Children, even when they are small, from the age of 2, a child understands you. So take out time to explain to your child some things. I know sometimes it is tedious. The children don't like it, you don't like it. Look for more ways, for more fun ways, for more interesting ways to get your message across, but communicate with them. Communicate what the problem is and what you are really trying to achieve. Let it be clear. Sometimes we are not clear enough. Let it be clear. Also, seek support. Seek support. Have exchange with other moms that have children at your age, because the stress a mom will go through with children that are small, with babies, with children that are small, with children that are older is different. So have exchange with moms with children your age. Also have exchange with moms with children older, that they can give you 1 or 2 tips and say, this is what I did wrong, or if I knew now, I would have done something differently. Seek for support in groups. Please, when I say groups, be careful which groups you seek that support with and which techniques they are using. There are so many techniques that one can use in different things. Please use the techniques that are in line with your values. Then self-care. You need to, when you bottle things up, when you don't let out, like I said, any small thing will make you shout. So if you are going for your walks, if you are doing your breathing, if you are meditating, take time to meditate and plan and put things in the hands of God and pray. It helps you to make better decisions. It helps you to be more calmer, helps you to be more patient. Have you heard of the fruit of the Spirit? When we read all those things and apply them in our life during the times of meditations, during the times of our mindfulness, during the times of our prayers, it helps us out. I love this. Positive reinforcement. Yes, positive reinforcement. As moms, we can try this method. You can tell a child, hey, I'm going out. You need to arrange your room. When you arrange your room, when I come back and I know your room is arranged, you're going to get 10 minutes playtime with me. Because we have to be careful in giving rewards to our children. They must also know that there are some things that they are supposed to do. You understand? So the reward you are giving to them should be something of value to 2 of you. Not just say, you see, when you arrange your room, I'll come and give you €5. No, I'm not paying you to do your room. You understand? So we have to be careful. I don't give my child money to do our room. No, I can give her my time. I can tell her, when you do your room, we can play this so and so together. Or when you do your room, you look for appropriate rewards. So this is what we call positive reinforcement. Or when you tell your child, listen, if you are able to dress up on time, that will meet the bus or will meet the time for your school, then on Friday we would play so and so game together, or then tomorrow you can stay 5 minutes longer before you go to bed. Things like that. Not inappropriate rewards. So when you understand what reinforcement is, it will help you a lot. The next one is set clear expectations and consequences. Tell them exactly. Be clear in what you are saying. Be clear in the consequences of what will come out of it. You understand? So I hope these tips are able to help you. Try them out and let me know how they are helpful to you. Like I say, we can all continue to improve. And that child you have, that child that God has given to you, they are in training. They are in training, and you are the one that is training. You are the one that is training them. So get your acts together. Get the knowledge you need. I'll recommend some books that can help you. I love this one. It says, "Calm Parents, Happy Kids." That's one. The next one that I would love to recommend is Peaceful Parents, Happy Kids. Peaceful Parents, Happy Kids. Calm Parents, Happy Kids. I have so many other books that I can recommend, but try these two out and see how it will help you. Be self-aware, find out where you are lacking, or where you are not giving as much as you should give, and look for tips that can help you improve on those areas. Then these are for moms. I created I call it Moms in Balance subscription. It's a monthly subscription for moms where you get a lot of resources to help you as a mom for all-round balance. Moms in Balance, all-round balance. For more information, check under the title of this video. Thank you so much. I would love to hear from you. Till next week, remain blessed.